tease it.
Okay, welcome to the 7th Bonus Mr. Teeth podcast, I believe. I think it's the 7th. Woohoo!
Yeah.
The 7th, and it's giveaway day, which is really cool. But before we get into that, it's I better introduce who we've got with us today. Unfortunately, Wiz and Rue could not make it. Wiz is snowed under with schoolwork, and Rue has laryngitis, so unfortunately he wanted to come on anyway and power through it, but I was like, no mate, you don't want to do that. Okay, so with us today we've got Ali,
Hey.
who we've missed.
Guys.
We've got Brigid.
Hello.
And we've got our guest Kelly.
Hello.
Hello people, I hope you're excited to be here.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Very, very.
Absolutely.
Rue podcast.
Very.
Yay, podcast.
So we'll get into the podcast coolness. Okay, so giveaway, yay! I'm finally doing the giveaway. I've drawn up the winners, and the winners for the first prize, which is $20 in the Rooster Teeth store or the Steam store, or £15 if you're British like me. It's Jessica, aka Money Mud, from Tumblr.
Yay!
Yay!
Congrats.
Congratulations.
Okay, so second place is Robin Brown, and they get a Rooster Teeth sponsorship or $10 on Steam.
Woo!
And we have third
Fancy.
place, we have Brigid, who's actually here with us. Hi, Brigid.
Yay, Bridget!
Yay!
Wins the Achievements Unlocked album, or $9 on Steam, whichever you prefer.
I totally want the album.
Yes,
Yes,
it is a really
so
cool
fun.
album. I've got it myself. It's really cool.
Yay!
So, yay.
Oh, I'm
I should
gonna
listen to
applaud for
that.
you,
It's gonna be
Bridget.
awesome.
Yay!
Yay.
Yeah. When your name came up, I was like, oh no, people are going to think that it was deliberate.
They're gonna.
I was like, I thought about re-rolling, but then that wouldn't be fair.
Yeah. Well, if Rue would have come up, you would have re-rolled anyway.
Oh, I would have
so-
re-rolled if it was Rue, because Rue's part of the podcast all the time.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Sorry, Rue.
Sorry, Rue.
Sorry, Rue. Now he's gonna be really mad at me now. Oh.
He's gonna be making his Gavin noises and being like, I want the album!
No, on record, his name didn't come up at all, so
Aww.
I didn't have to re-roll on him. Sad.
Well, there you go. There are the giveaway winners. Congrats to the people who won, and of course, like a whole big shout out to everybody who entered the contest. Anyways, you guys are awesome.
Yeah,
Thanks for
you're all awesome.
making it possible.
Hey.
Yeah, thank you for all entering. We did
You're
get quite a
awesome.
few entries in the end. Maybe not as many as I'd have liked, but I kind of expected that considering people had to give me their emails in order to enter. So,
Right? Yeah.
but yeah, so thank you for entering. And by the time this podcast comes out, the winners would have already been notified. So if your name came up and you weren't notified of the of winning, then yeah, you need to get in contact with me. But I will have notified you by the time this comes out.
Yep.
I'm gonna contact you on like Sunday afternoon, Michael, and just be like, "What? I won something? What?"
Me, little
Doing
me.
like the shocked TV show like reaction, like me. Oh my.
Type out an entire acceptance
Yeah.
speech with it.
Oh yeah. I'd like to thank the Academy and all the people who made this possible. I'm sorry.
And Michael's random number generator,
Yes.
and
All the amazing things.
Fake tears will get you everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, I wanted to talk a bit about RVB Redux, which I think is a really cool project.
oh my god, it's such a cool project.
Yes. You know more about it than I do, Bridget, probably, because you auditioned, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I did.
And I
audition.
auditioned
cool.
too, so
Woo.
Oh, cool. Very
yeah.
cool.
Do you want to talk about it then?
It's basically a gender-swapped redub of Red vs. Blue, and they have, I think, 2 episodes out now, and they had all of the stereotypically male characters done with female voices, which is really, really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Because it actually it turns the whole universe on its head because of how usually male dominated the military is. It's really, really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the voice actors were really well picked. I really enjoy them.
They're great.
Have
Yeah.
you been listening to them then? Because I haven't personally been watching it because I haven't.
Yeah, I
watched
watched the first one. I don't think I've gotten a chance to watch the second one yet.
Ooh.
They're both really, really good.
Yeah, they're really funny. It's very well done.
It's a different take on the humor, which is really cool.
Yeah. Wow, that sounds really cool because it's like
Yeah.
if you've seen like all of RVB and then you watch like the redub, it's got to be like an interesting experience to hear all the characters that you've been listening to for like the last however long, like the last 10, 11 years to be female voices instead of male. And like a lot of the cast in the actual RVB is male, so it's really, really great.
And the really cool thing is the casting call was worldwide, so they're getting a bunch of different multicultural voices, and not everyone sounds like they're from the Midwest.
Wow.
It's great.
Right.
Yeah, the specifications of the auditions, like they wanted people to like not even really change their voices. They said like if you have a natural accent, use it. It's different. We'll like it. So
Ooh.
I thought that was really cool too.
No,
Yeah.
it's super cool.
Maybe I should have auditioned. I like doing voice acting stuff.
Well, you can audition for season 2.
Ooh.
They
Yeah, you can.
They're doing running auditions as each season comes out. They're restarting auditions. So, little plug for any aspiring voice actors out there. You can audition for RVB Redux. Still.
Yeah. Do the thing, guys. Do it.
I think all you need is a pretty decent mic, right? That's the
Yep.
only thing, and obviously you need to be
Able to
Yes.
read.
that too. Okay, so that's cool. I think that's a really cool project that's going on, and you guys should all follow them on Tumblr.
Yeah.
And another cool project that I've just been reminded of is someone is making a like Rooster Teeth RPG using an RPG maker.
Oh.
Ooh.
I heard about that.
I think it's called Rage
That
Quit
sounds
RPG.
interesting.
I'll link it in the link dump because I've forgotten exactly what it is off the top of what the URL is off the top of my head. But yeah, it's super cool. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think somebody mentioned it in the Tiny Chat because I remember hearing something about the Rage Quit piano theme being used in an RPG.
Yeah.
And then I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, it's gonna be super cool.
Yeah, that sounds really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should go
man, I
check
can't-
that out.
It's impressive. Like I love that about like communities, like any kind of community, when all of like the people come together and put their own talents together for like different things, like doing voice acting and editing,
Yeah.
and the art and the music and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's just incredible. It's like that's like a big, huge like props to everybody who's like part of any sort of fandom that just adores it so much. They just want to create like their fan content. And like I can imagine like being the person who's like not the head of the fandom, but like is like their fandom is about them, like how that must feel.
The creator, yeah.
Yeah, it's just great.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, it's a really cool. It's a really active fandom that way with making stuff and stuff as well, which is really cool. I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, like creating like things, like I've created stuff for Rooster Teeth before, just not like professional, but like because I like singing a lot, and I have a ukulele and stuff, so
Aw.
I've done a bunch of stuff.
Oh
so
my god, you'll have to give me some for the link dump so we can check it out.
Oh yeah, I did something, I don't know if it's known or not, but I did do the X-Ray and Vav theme song that went around.
Oh,
Oh!
I heard that. Oh my god, that was you.
Yeah,
oh my god.
yeah.
That's awesome!
I
That
met
is so cool.
yeah, and then I just recently, like I just got a mic for it to do more stuff, but which is what I'm recording on now. But I just sent Monty I tweeted a cover of Gold, which I then also redid in like my own personal kind of way. So there's a cover and then there's a redo, and then I sent that, and then Monty, Lindsay, and Barbara saw it.
Oh, awesome.
That's awesome.
But me
That's
and
great.
Barbara, I don't know. We have like this thing going on. Every time I tweet her, she favorites it, and I'm not sure if that's because of the community manager thing, but every time I do that, I see it and it comes up in my Gmail. It's like Barbara Dunkelman just favorited your tweet, and I start like crying internally.
Oh yeah, it's always
You're
super
like,
nice when
oh
that
my
happens.
Barbara.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I tweet because the last one I tweeted her, I told her that I won a contest with singing and that I was going to come to RTX, which I am, and I was going to sing Pretty Young Thing for her. So
You'll have to give us the
great.
lowdown on RTX because I can't make it because it's
Yeah.
too far away for me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be too sad to look at anything RTX related, so I'm just gonna be off of my personal blog the entire time.
yeah, I'm all the way up here in Philly, so this is like probably my first and only time that I'm going to go down there. So
Wow.
No.
Oh
super
man,
cool.
you're even farther than I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now I'm in Western PA.
Little less far than me though.
Yeah.
I should visit you.
Yeah.
Little less.
I'm only gonna be here for another 2 months.
Aw.
So.
So my shining moment of any sort of contribution besides some of like the silly stuff like that I screen capped was me tweeting at Barbara about my dentist appointment on Monday being a pun.
Did she say
my-
that?
Yes, I
or-
saw that. Holy
No,
shit.
she hasn't seen it. I checked my notifications this morning to see, but I don't think she's seen it yet. But I was just like, I didn't realize it until I got home. I was like, oh, okay, so I had my appointment today at 2:30 when I was talking to my dad, and then I stopped, and he's like, what? And I'm like,
2:30.
oh my god, I had my
2:30.
dentist appointment at 2:30.
Like the biggest epiphany, just
Yeah,
just
it was like
staring
it was
up into
like
space.
My brain like opened up and all the knowledge just poured in, and all of a sudden it just came down and showed to me 2:30, and I was like, "What? How did I not see this before?"
I've actually got that in my queue, so that will probably, get a few notes in a couple of days.
I hope she does see it though. I was like, as a fellow pun appreciator, which I flip flop between it because sometimes Wiz will make a pun and I'll be like, "Get the fuck out," and then other times I'm
Leave.
just like laughing my ass off.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's how you can tell you've got a good thing going with a pun. If
Oh, yeah.
your best friend's first reaction is get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it though. I did it to
I love
Mari
it.
because she started doing puns after she and I got off the tiny chat. She just started punning at me, and I was like, "Mari, no!"
Stop.
Yeah. By the way, she loves like the community, guys. Like she's been following Michael for a little bit. I think I mentioned a couple podcasts ago, and like she just adores everybody like in the tiny chat and the community and everything. So she's like really happy.
We adore her as
Yeah.
well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Super cute.
She's my baby. Yeah, she's super cute.
She's great.
So, I thought we should probably talk a bit about the Cards Against Humanity weirdness.
Everyone's like
Everyone's like,
flinching.
why, Michael? Why am I stupid? No.
I think this should be like a super forewarning because I don't think we're going to get too in depth about it because whatever has been discussed already, and it was like a weekend ago. So but
Right.
just in case like nobody wants to hear it, just like kind of skip this part.
Yeah, it'll be in the link. Well, there's a trigger warning area in the link in the description, so just check it out down there. And we may be using the slur that they used, so just as a warning. So I don't know how well. Probably everyone that listens to this podcast already knows that they used a homophobic slur in the Cards Against Humanity live stream they did.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a lot of confusion around it because there's a lot of people thought it was Ray who did the writing, but apparently it was a personal deck from someone on RT, and someone's friend had put the card in and it had just never been taken out. So it wasn't anyone at RT who did the card itself, but Ray chose to play it. And then I think it was, I don't think according to a lot of people, he didn't actually say it, he just played the card. So I think it was Barbara, Miles, was it Kyle?
Kyle.
Yeah, Kyle and
Kyle
Carrie.
and Carrie who said it,
yeah.
but Ray didn't actually say it.
I was very like because I had just woken up when I first heard the news, and I was like, I'm gonna
Me
check on
too.
Michael's blog, and then I went and I looked on your blog, and I saw like a bunch of like unfamiliar posts, and I was like, wow, how far behind am I actually went back like 2 pages because there was just a lot of stuff and information on it, and then I found the post that somebody made where they screen capped the tweets, And
Yeah.
I wanted to bring this up. I was really mad because I looked at the post. I recognized the Twitter handle because they hadn't blotted out the Twitter handle that was being retweeted. And
Yeah.
I recognized it as somebody that I had spoken to before, and I was like, "Oh no!" And I was like, "Please don't
This
tell me
is
this
someone
isn't."
you know.
Yeah, I was like, I gotta check on them. So then I went to their blog, and they had blanked it completely out, and the little thing at the top said "I'm sorry," which was like the subtitle that they had on their blog, and there's just nothing there, and I was like, "You've got to be kidding me!"
I know.
And
That's horrible. Oh my god.
I lost my temper because Ray fucking left her at the dogs, basically.
I know, it's just like,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
even then
mm.
it would have been, I wouldn't have advocated for him replying to her anyway. But like he could have chosen to reply, but he chose to retweet. And the difference between replying and retweeting is that if you reply, it doesn't show up on people's feeds. It just shows up on your personal page. But if you retweet, it shows up on people's feeds. So he deliberately wanted
Right.
people to show up on their feeds.
He deliberately broadcast this person and literally, like, hung him out a window. It was
Yeah, that's like an abuse of
scary.
power. It's an abuse of power, like, I can't understand.
Yeah.
Like, if you have, like, that much, he has so much internet influence, and I know people, like, you know, like, tell me, I see all the time on Tumblr, they're like, he's such a great person when you meet him in person, and I mean, I don't
He
doubt
loves
that,
the
but
fandom, that kind
he's
of
just,
stuff. Yeah.
he's just sometimes so immature
Yeah.
with handling what he does, and it just makes me so sad, because I'm like, Ray, I wrote songs about you. I like you.
Yeah,
Please
exactly.
stop. Please
And like,
stop.
it happened a little while ago with Michael, but Michael replied, and I can see the argument for he didn't mean for people to harass that person by replying rather than retweeting. I mean, I still don't think it was a good idea for him to reply, but I can see the argument that he didn't mean for that to happen. But by retweeting, that's obviously an intention for that to happen.
Yeah.
The thing that I found the most saddening and depressing and disappointing, because I'm not afraid to say this, Ray is my favorite achievement hunter. Like, I love Ray. Ray's great. But he has this reputation of, oh, I love the fandom. The fandom and I are really close. I was a fanboy, blah, 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 blah. And then he goes and does this, and it's like,
And then he
come
treats
on,
the fandom
dude,
like
you
shit.
know what you're doing. You know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Put yourself in this person's shoes. You were this person 3-4 years ago. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's just I had a lot of frustration. I let a lot of anger out because, like, I'll be like one of the many to admit that the tweet could have been worded differently, but they had every right to be mad at him.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Oh yeah.
I
Every
mean,
right.
yeah, the tweet was, I wouldn't have called it hate, but it wasn't a nice tweet. I think it went a step over critical, in my opinion. But it's not something. I mean, you just ignore that stuff. As someone with that kind of power, you just ignore it. They would ignore it on YouTube.
There are, like, people like Ray, I feel like, you know, everybody hates. Someone is always going to have haters. And that's just, like, a thing that you're going to have. So, like, Ray, obviously, he probably ignores all of the hate he gets, but to just choose to retweet that one, it's just too much. And it's, like, I listen to the, I don't know if you guys do, but I listen to the Internet Box. And, like, obviously they're really not censored on there, but I don't think they've ever gone near a homophobic slur, even on there. And I don't know, Ray is just, they've called out the fandom a bunch of times on there, and they're like, oh, like, they're crazy and stuff. And then, but you have people like Dylon, who's kind of like, you know, he knows the fandom, he's on Tumblr, so he kind of, like, understands, I guess. And I know he sent a bunch of stuff to you, Michael, about stuff. And he's I feel like he's a really good person.
Seems awesome.
Yeah. I mean, he even came out about it and said that Ray had abused his power doing that. He made a post about it, which was pretty cool of him. I liked it.
I think
that
the thing
was
is that, like,
huge.
Tumblr already has a reputation amongst not just Achievement Hunter, but, like, the entire company as a whole, because they have brought up, like, in the past, I've heard in podcasts them mention about Tumblr and how they, like, people like Gavin aren't comfortable with Tumblr, and like a couple of other the employees are just like they kind of like avoid it. And I mean, now they have their like their official Tumblr, which is being handled by Barbara, I think.
Probably.
So it's just kind of like there are just some things that are done that I don't think they realize they should be a little more sensitive about, because even if Tumblr has only a certain percentage of the fandom inside of it, it doesn't mean that we should just be ignored and automatically like dismissed because of how we react to certain things.
We still are fans, and there's still a chunk of us on here.
Yeah.
So I think, I don't know. I think it'd be really fun. Like I would be okay with going on there and doing that job. But my one friend, I hope I'm allowed to talk to her about her Fonduit. She's one of my friends. She recently came out as gender fluid, and she messaged Barbara, and actually Michael, you reblogged that too. And she's one of my very, very close friends. She went to school with me, and we see each other. We're going to RTX together. And I cannot tell you, when I went home for that weekend to see her, the happiness that was on her face. And I was like, I think Rooster Teeth has the capacity to understand and to, feel this kind of stuff, because, they switched it. Like, apparently they weren't even allowed to switch it or something. Like, Kelsey couldn't, said her name, but she has it publicly on her blog anyway. But anyway, so he's sort of he was so happy about it, and it just made me happy. And I think Rooster Teeth can do good in that way. It's just that's what kind of gives me hope about the company was what Barbara did.
Credit where it's due. That was really cool of them, and they handled that really well. Can I just ask what your friend's pronouns are?
I'm still kind of learning it, because I think it's him, but I know that sometimes he puts like on the side of the bar, it's like sometimes it says like I'm a boy today or I'm a girl today. But he's gender fluid, and I think he prefers the pronouns he, but I keep forgetting, and I'm really sorry.
It's okay, I just noticed because you switched pronouns halfway through, so...
I did, because I was like, I know I said the wrong.
Okay.
Look, I'll be the first to say that Rooster Teeth has done a lot for me, because I found them when I was in a really dark time in my life. I was going through a lot, like, personally, and finding, like, all the videos that I did of, like, the silliness the Achievement Hunter does, the way that they're just, like, their laughter is so infectious.
Effortlessly always happy. I love it. I'm in the same place with you, Allie.
Yeah, and
I know exactly how
they
you
make
feel.
me laugh so easily. Like, I watched the Let's Play a couple of days after the Cards Against Humanity thing, and I was just like, for that 40 minutes, I forgot everything that I was feeling, and I had been super anxious for the last 2 weeks, and it feels great to be able to watch them, laugh with them, and then at the end of the 40 minutes, I'm feeling really good about myself. So it's like, I want to continue feeling that. I always watch the videos whenever I get the chance. So when they do stuff like this, when they react to the fandom in a negative way, when they don't own up to some behaviors that are super problematic, and they just brush people off because they can, it's really disappointing.
It's personal, and it does hurt.
Yeah.
That's what, I mean, on a personal level, that was something that really annoyed me as well, because I've been catching up with some of the Let's Plays, and I've been really enjoying them. Like, that they were really funny.
They've been so good
They were so funny, and then
purely funny. I love it.
And then all this happened, and now I don't really want to watch it anymore for a while. Like, because I just get frustrated, because it just reminds me of it, and it's just like, I'll probably go back to it in a couple of days, but I'm like, but it's annoying, because they put out so much content, and I don't really have time to let them, to like, not watch them for a while without, like, falling off the grid completely.
Right, yeah.
Like, it's,
Like, go back and watch Dump Jump. That is one of
that's so funny.
Their funniest Let's Plays. I rewatched it last night, and I was like, I was so mad at Ray, but he's being so funny in this. Everyone's so funny and so happy.
The way I personally relate to Ray is it's the weirdest thing, because when I started watching Achievement Hunter, like, a lot more frequently than I first did, when I first started hearing Ray talk, I just felt like I was listening to somebody that I went to high school with, but not in a bad way. Like, I felt like I knew him. And
he's familiar.
Yeah.
He's so familiar.
He's relatable sometimes.
Yeah. And it's just...
Sometimes.
It was like... Because it's like... There's only so many publicly Hispanic people around my age out there. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it was just like a little kind of lifting my heart a little bit to like hear that he was like Puerto Rican and he's Hispanic and he's just like publicly out there. And I was like, wow, this is great. Like, there's somebody out there that I can like talk to, or not talk to, but like somebody that's in like a really, really big company that is just like me, you know? So then it was...
Representation is key.
Yeah.
Always key.
So...
Yeah.
It was just like seeing... It's like, okay, Ray is not a bad person. He can be an asshole sometimes, but he is not a bad person. Yeah. He is great with the fandom when he wants to be. He's incredibly kind. He's always shouting out to the artworks that people make or anything that they make, and that's one of the really nice things. So
promoting community achievements, like even people that aren't specifically in the Rooster Teeth fandom. Like the guy who got a 1,000,000 gamer score yesterday. Ray was like, "You're the best of us all," and retweeted the guy. And
so it's like when he retweets all this stuff like related with gamer score, it's like it's just kind of like giving a shout out to the people who use like the achievement guides and stuff like that, and like it's kind of like achieving their goals, and it helps a lot. So then it's like, this is the kind of stuff that I want people to listen to whenever I talk critically about Achievement Hunter or Rooster Teeth or anything.
Same.
I do not hate them under any circumstances. I do not dislike them. There are some things that they do that really puts me off to them as a person because of the way that they act. So don't tell me that I don't like them and that I should stop watching them. Because I'm not. I love them. I adore them with all of my heart. They have done so much for me. But that doesn't mean that I'm automatically, like, not including
putting them in idol status and ignoring every bad thing they do.
They're like, they're people. They make mistakes. Yes, they're people. They make mistakes, so they should be told about mistakes so they can fix it.
Exactly.
Right.
You can't.
That's exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Don't coat them in plexiglass and put them up on a pedestal. They're living, breathing people.
Yes.
Hold them accountable to the same standards that you would hold your friends to.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's like they've got like a binary mentality of like and don't like. Like it's like they feel like you either have
There's only two ends to the spectrum that can only be hit.
Yes, it's like they think that like you either have to like everything that everyone at Rooster Teeth does or you don't like them at all, and it's like, well, that's not the case, you know. That's
exactly
not at all.
It's like there's so many employees, and some people might even not like Ray. They can still like Achievement Hunter or Rooster Teeth, or
they only prefer Rooster Teeth over Achievement Hunter, just like other people prefer Achievement Hunter over Rooster Teeth.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like,
like
I owe Rooster Teeth so much. I owe them so much. I really do. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who feels this way, just like you said, Brigid. Mm-hmm. Because it's
Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. No, I'm just like, I'm really passionate about this because it's just like,
that's a good thing.
You're so pumped, and that's totally fine. I was just, I had someone talking to me about them when I was mad earlier last week, and they said, well, if it gives you this much stress, why do you contribute? And I go, well, because I have so many good things, too. Mm-hmm. Like, I was telling Michael, and I made a post on Tumblr, I had a really, really weird dream in which I was friends with Gavin. Like, not everything that is related to Rooster Teeth and Achievement Hunter in my head is, always have to be conscious of social justice crap, have no fun, killjoy.
Exactly.
No, it's not like that. We don't live the life like that. We're critical, but we're not like 100% stuck in the mentality of, so here's this little tiny mistake that they made. Oop, they said it in a certain tone, la 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 la. Like,
you're a terrible person. Like, no.
That's not it. That's not it at all.
Stop.
Yeah, to be honest, I was kind of hoping that they'd release some kind of acknowledgement or an apology of some kind, because
like with the other incident,
because like
with other incidents that's happened.
Well, it is an unofficial rule that they don't say that word. Like, I don't think I've ever heard that word before.
They overstepped some serious boundaries by saying and playing that word. and that needs to be acknowledged by somebody at least, because I don't want it to feel like they were just kind of like, oh, this thing happened, all right, so let's just ignore it and act like the fandom is blowing up for no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Who? So Ray didn't actually
No.
say it, but did everyone else say it?
I'm pretty sure that Barbara and Miles and Kyle said it. I don't know if Kerry said it.
Barbara, no.
Yeah.
But, you know, take it as secondhand information, because that's just from what I can gather as someone. I didn't
Yeah.
get to watch the stream because it was too late for me. But
Apparently, there's a discussion about it coming out, being released, so that's going to be
I
interesting.
don't know if I'm supposed to talk about this, so I'm not going to link dump it, but someone had a response from Barbara saying that they were going to release it, but they're going to heavily edit it, so...
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
that's probably for the
Yes.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She did apologise to that person as well, so that's something.
Oh,
But
Okay,
it
that's
was a
really
private apology, so like I was expecting something public, because I just feel like Gus, Jeff, Bernie, and Matt are people that wouldn't really stand for that kind of language.
I feel like especially like I feel like Gus is
And
a
Jeff.
very
And Jeff as well.
Yeah, and Jeff.
And Jeff. Yeah.
And you know Bernie too, to
But-
be honest, and Matt, all of them.
Yeah.
I just don't feel like
All of them.
Yeah, I don't know why I feel like a special connection to Gus, but
I know why I feel a special connection to Gus. It's because he's nitpicky as fuck, and so am I. He gets annoyed at all the things
Yeah.
that I would get annoyed at, because I'm a very exacting kind of person. And although I'm pretty chill, if someone like makes a mistake about something or says something that's wrong, I'm like, no, you're wrong. and
False.
yeah,
Wrong.
I guess it's exactly
No.
the same way. So. Okay.
Alright.
So the Humble Bundle literally just came out, so if you guys want to check that out, that's cool. It's got a bunch of cool Sega games in it, so yeah.
Oh,
do the thing.
Sega.
ooh.
Sega. It's got like classic Sega Genesis games and stuff. Like, did anyone play Echo the Dolphin? Because it's got that in there.
No, I didn't start playing video games until I got
Nope.
my N64.
I used to play the shit out of Echo.
Oh my.
I don't even play video games.
Oh.
I'm just I'm a Minecraft person. That's it. I don't really-
yeah.
You're not a real gamer, Kelly.
Yeah, I've been playing
Yeah.
Minecraft with Beth, and we have two very different Minecraft styles.
Oh no.
Because she likes to sit there and build a house, and I like to just explore everything.
Oh yeah, I'm a big Minecraft nerd. I'm trying to do some really big buildings with the texture packs and
Yeah.
stuff. I watch a lot of Minecraft YouTubers. I'm like very into it. I'm an architecture major too, so that's how I convinced my parents to buy it for me.
Oh.
Ah!
I told them that it would help me with my understanding of space and resources, and they believed me and they bought it for me. So
That's
Perfect.
awesome.
Did you know that The Sims was originally a architecture?
I believe
Ah,
it.
Yeah,
simulator.
same.
Yeah, it's very similar to some of the programs that.
Did you know that it's actually still used for the basis of a lot of, like there's a competition in my hometown called the Future Cities Competition, and the kids use SimCity to make a city in the future, and then they have to make like a physical model, and it's like a statewide competition.
Yeah, that's cool. But
That sounds
I literally
fun.
meant
Yeah.
The Sims the game. Like it was an architecture designer for houses.
The Sims game was a great way for me to determine how badly I am at decorating and determining how
terrible.
much space I actually need.
I've never been interested in that kind of thing, so I was never bothered. Like when they did started, was it in The Sims 2? They started a thing where you could move into a house and it would already be there and have. And already
Yeah,
have,
that's if you
like,
played
all
like the
stuff.
storyline. I think because I'm thinking of the PS2 version. I don't know how because the PC
Oh,
and
right.
the
I'm
the
talking
console
about the
versions
PC
are
version,
different. Oh yeah.
Oh,
I don't know. It's a lot
Yeah.
different because I played the console since I sucked at playing like having good enough power on computers to play any sort of video games like
yeah.
that.
Yeah, no, I suck at all that. I suck at that in Minecraft. I'd be happy with like a hole in the side of a mountain. I would say with Minecraft. That's not
Well,
what I
that's
play.
always like a really good thing too because it's like if you can make a house inside of the mountain, oh god, that would be so badass. Like you could just make like your whole like living room
See.
and have like the wall be glass looking out into like the horizon. Like
yeah.
it's awesome.
I'm that douchebag that will smelt cobblestone and block you into your own cave with
Oh
smooth stone.
my
just
God.
to
That's so
the
great.
hell out of you.
That's so great.
I am
No,
that
okay,
asshole.
so this happened once. I told Beth about the what's it called? The creepy guy that's supposed to be Notch's brother.
Oh.
The creepypasta for the
Okay.
Minecraft.
Slenderman.
For
No,
Minecraft.
it's not. It's
Enderman.
Herobrine.
Yeah, Hero Brian,
No.
that's it. I told Beth about Hero Brian
Okay.
and how he left like 2x2 tunnels with redstone torches behind and stuff. And we were playing on a server, and then we both had separate mines.
Oh,
and what I
no.
did was I mined out the mine, her side of the mine, and gathered up all the smooth stone and all the cobblestone and made it into smooth stone, and then way
God.
into her mine, so straight down a path. I made a 2x2
Oh my
a 2x2
god.
So
tunnel,
great.
and I lined it with cobblestone, and then I put redstone torches up, and then I filled it all in with smooth stone up until that point. Yeah.
Michael, what the fuck?
You're a jerk.
Yeah, the sad thing was that the server went down before she even discovered it.
Aw.
I was really sad.
I would have
was like,
started
"Aw."
crying.
So now she's
honestly.
gonna listen to this and be like, "What? No, I'm never playing Minecraft with you
No,
again."
I
Michael."
already told her.
I would have started crying if I discovered that, because I'm not a huge fan on creepy stuff. I read 2 or 3 creepypastas because I was curious and I thought it was a good idea at the time, and I was like,
poor
oh,
child.
okay, I might be able to read them because I've seen some creepy stuff and I'm not that bad. And then I read them and I didn't sleep for 3 months straight.
Oh.
What's creepy pasta?
It's like short creepy stories.
Yeah.
I actually did
No.
my creative writing dissertation is basically an anthology of creepypasta. So
Oh my god.
No.
Oh my god. Why have I not read any of these, Michael?
I don't.
do you want to read them?
That's a
No.
problem.
No.
Yes,
send you to
I
them.
love scary stories. Awesome. You definitely need to link me to them. I am an adrenaline junkie. I love scary
It's
stuff.
called Nameless Victims because no one in the anthology has a name.
Oh my god.
Oh, nice. I like it. I like it a lot.
I really
Super
don't know
cool.
what told me it was a good idea to even recognize creepypastas, because I heard about the Herobrine one and I was like, what is this? And I didn't know what creepypastas were at the time, so I read the whole story, and because they have a wiki dedicated to the creepypasta, I saw the picture that they used in the story, because there's videos and there's stuff like that, which I have also seen, and I don't know why I thought it was a good idea. And I started crying because I was so scared.
Oh.
Yeah, they can be pretty scary. I won't link you to my creepypasta.
Oh no, nothing creepy whatsoever. God, it's terrible. I always have problems trying to describe that to people because they're like, oh hey, you want to see this movie? And I'm like, you mean the horror movie that just came out 2 months ago? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, no, I can't see it. They're like, it's not that scary. I could watch it and I'm fine. I'm like, I don't think you understand. I saw a Paranormal Activity commercial once and I didn't sleep for 2 weeks.
Oh, I'm the same way. I cannot with scary
Yeah.
movies.
Remind me never to play Minecraft with you two because I'm kind of a jerk and the temptation would be too great.
Oh my god, Michael.
Oh.
Yeah, Michael and I cannot play Minecraft with you.
No.
Michael and I should just have a server where we try to out-douchebag
Yeah,
each other.
And then sneakily whitelist and put me in there, and then I'll just kind of grief both
Oh
of
my
you while
God.
you're at it.
Yeah.
No, I'm really it's okay when I've got someone who doesn't mind, but I will unleash psychological warfare on people.
Christ, Michael. What the fuck?
Like lava buckets on people's houses?
No, much more subtle than that. Like there was one time,
Christ.
because I had this thing go with Beth where I would kill her whenever she was AFK,
Oh my
and then I'd scarp her, I'd go somewhere else, and then she was starting to get why the fuck am I dead? Can you come over here and find out what killed me and all this? And I'm like, okay, sure, I'm just down by the farm, psychological warfare. No, and it's and it was really funny because she was starting to suspect me, and then I came up, and then one of her cats just magically smothered itself to death in the wall. And she was like, holy shit, is that what's happening to me?
That's terrible. That's so
It was I didn't smother the cat, it just did it itself.
See, the worst that I do to my friends, because we played on the Xbox version all the time, like, he and I created, like, this whole thing where we created an AU from our roleplay. We created, like, a zombie server. So there was, like, broken down malls and apartments and shit. So whenever he was like, oh, okay, hold on, I gotta go get, like, a cup of tea or something. And I was like, okay. So then I'd wait for him to have put down the mic, and then I just start building glass, and then cobblestone, and then I just surround him, like, with a bunch of stuff. And then he comes back, I hear him, like, pause, and then he's like, you blocked me in, didn't you? And I'm like, I'm like laughing.
I've blocked friends in entirely with Obsidian.
Oh, that's mean.
And leaving
That's
them
horrible.
with no equipment whatsoever.
They have their fists.
Entirely, fists and Obsidian. Have fun!
That would, depending on how many blocks you would put around, that would literally probably take an hour, because it takes 4 minutes to mine by hand a block of obsidian. If bedrock would have been a better choice, because you can't mine bedrock.
You can't.
No. Like, and then, like...
If you have that on hand.
Yeah. And then, like, there was, like, because, I don't know if you play PC Minecraft, but if you're on a server, if you press escape and idle for a while, mobs won't target you. So one time I led a creeper into her house and then exited out the other door, and then as soon as she came off idle, it just went boom.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Time
Yeah,
bomb.
I'm just like, I'm a jerk like that on Minecraft.
I can't ever play survival.
PC is so great.
Yeah, PC is like, I love all of the stuff they included, and I can't wait till they update the consoles with all the stuff they have, like the emerald and they recently just put in the redstone lamps, which I'm really grateful about, because that's like a really cool thing to use. Because you can use switches so that it turns off and turns on like an actual light.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they just released a snapshot today for 1.8, and they released ender mites, which are like little silverfish that are like enderman colored and stuff, and they come out like when you hit an enderman, and endermen don't like them, so they'll like run after them and kill them. And yeah, there are a bunch of bugs with it apparently, but it's gonna be a new mob in 1.8.
Sweet.
I wish you can like make enderman, like I wish you could tame enderman. They're my favorite out of all the mobs.
They're so sweet.
Cute.
Yeah.
My first encounter with an enderman was playing Xbox Minecraft, and it's probably 2:30 in the morning, and I'm puttering away, building my little house, and I look out my door, and I just see the eyes, like 15 feet outside my door, and I just start screaming. James runs down from upstairs, and he's like, "Are you okay? Are you hurt? Are you okay?" I'm like, "There's an enderman outside my house. I don't know what to do."
Yeah, because the thing is that like the little noises that they make, they sound like little piggies, but it could get creepy because they also make like the little like sparkles, the little ender or whatever sparkles that come off of them.
Yeah,
the particles.
Yeah, they also make like a little bit of noise, I think, and it's just like they will come out of nowhere on you.
Enderman is super cute though. Did you know that the noises that they make, they're like words backwards, like stuff like hello and stuff?
I saw that on the achievement, the video that they did at Achievement Hunter, where they were just like, they were listing five facts of Minecraft.
No, but the noise that they make if you look at them are bowel-quakingly terrifying.
Like my favorite Let's Play Minecraft is probably like when they were in the end. And then in the end, when they were all killing him, and then the Enderman was like facing the wall and just like, "What's wrong, buddy?"
He's like, "I think this Enderman is sad." I lost my shit laughing because of how Jeff was talking.
And it's like this snow golem is sad too. What's wrong, buddy? It was so funny. And I love that one. Yeah. And then Jack and his house building. That one was so good. It was so good. They should just do it in PC too. Why not?
I loved the one where they went to the moon and they're looking around for the boss, and Jeff goes in and goes, "Oh, it's terrifying!" and runs out.
There are a lot of things that Jeff does that are just absolutely, like, my favorite. Like, because there are certain things that the guys will do that'll just set me off laughing right away. Like, whenever Michael or Gavin scream, like, in fear, I lose it. I absolutely lose it. Or whenever Jeff starts laughing, I can't not laugh. I cannot not laugh, you know?
I loved the physical embodiment of that in the latest Rooster Teeth
Oh my
animated,
god.
with his eyes crossed and him just jumping
He's
up
just
and
losing
down.
his shit because
It's
of what was it? It was the Edgar is in the hole one.
Edgar's
Yeah.
the one in the hole.
Oh my god.
Oh man, I can't help but lose. I'm not much of a laugher normally. Like I really enjoy their stuff, but I'm not usually the sort of person to laugh out loud a lot. But every time Jeff loses it, I just start laughing. I can't help it. It's like just the sound of him laughing just sets me off.
I like whenever they make Jack laugh really hard because he'll laugh like
Yes.
how he normally does, but when you'll know when he is just dying of laughter when he starts wheezing really really badly.
Yes!
And then it's usually like Gavin or Ryan that just sets him off immediately because he's always like, I think he's just always like nearby one of them or something that Jeff does, and it's just like, what are their antics?
Yep.
Just, oh wait, okay, how many of you guys have seen the new Let's Play yet?
I haven't seen it yet.
I did.
Okay, no, because there's a part. Oh, Michael, I wish you could.
Well,
see it
you
soon.
can
Yes.
spoil it for me. I'm not I'm not bothered about spoilers. So
Okay, so there's the part where Ryan tries to steal the stuff, where he builds like that whole cobblestone upward tower, and then tries to jump down onto the little shop from above, and then Jeff just happened to be looking at Ray while they were talking, and then Ryan just falls out of the sky, and then he's like, "What just happened?" And then they realize like it was like 2 minutes straight where Ryan was just building the thing and nobody noticed him at all.
Nobody noticed.
Yeah, he was just pillaring up.
And you can see it, and you can see him doing it in his footage too. You're like, what in the hell is
I
he
had no
doing?
idea what I think that later on he mentioned like he was gonna go to Cloud Down or something like that, but that was like later in the Let's Play. And then he's like, because he goes, oh, so can we steal from the store? And then everybody started laughing because they were like, oh, we know what he's gonna be planning. And then later on he tries to.
He tunnels.
Yeah,
under.
he digs underneath,
Yeah.
and then he was 1 block away. He breaks the block, and Jeff had just happened to be looking at the chest, so he was looking down. So you see Ryan's head behind the little item menu, and he's like, "Oh!" And then he just like runs away. Oh my god!
oh my god, this is why Ryan is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, big time.
He's just became a lot more mischievous lately. Like that's the greatest. I love that.
Yeah.
Ryan and Gavin are my favorites, I think.
Yeah. There was I wanted to bring this up. There was an Ask You guy, I think yesterday or the day before, Michael, where they were talking about how like they become a different sort of person whenever they start recording the Minecraft Let's Plays and everything.
Yeah.
And how Michael will like eventually get tired if you figured he'd get tired of like the rage quit persona.
Mm-hmm.
And I've noticed that a lot because he used to be so much bigger of an asshole to Gavin, and that was when people were like, oh, why do they pick on Gavin all the time? They should just leave him.
Stop the bullying.
Yeah, so and that was just kind of I mean, Gavin was also like being a total complete asshole and destroying like other people's stuff, but
being drunk and putting lava on it.
yeah, and then
building a tower of pimps.
he started becoming like nicer. Like he's like, I don't know, more talkative, but he's got like a different personality than he has had like in the past.
He's got Mogart.
Yeah.
He's
Well,
Mogart.
I just noticed. I noticed a few
He's
times
the nice
that
bear.
he was expressing frustration at the angry guy thing. Like I just remember in a couple of things he was like, "Oh, I'm the angry guy."
Yeah.
And it's like, and I've just noticed like a few times where he said that it takes him a lot of energy to do stuff like rage quits. And he doesn't necessarily like doing them. And it's just a couple of things I've noticed where I think he gets a bit fed up with that kind of expectation.
Yeah, they were talking about on the new podcast where they were with Rosario Dawson, which I will talk about. I think that's something we need to bring up.
Okay.
And they were talking, there was like a question from the audience and it was like, why aren't there more rage quits? I don't really know why they would choose that question, but so they were like, well, like work stops like in the office when he's doing rage quit because no one can get anything done because it's just him screaming.
He's so loud.
screaming.
Yeah.
And then he's like angry for the rest of the day, and he's like so like miserable, or I feel like he's just so much screaming, and I can understand.
Yeah.
Like maybe like just doing that to your voice is just I can't even imagine how horrible that is for him and like for him
emotionally
to recover.
and physically. I can imagine it's incredibly draining because you have
Yeah.
to like it's you have to think about the fact that he might not have been angry before he starts playing. So like the whole genuine idea of the rage quit is that he plays a game and gets pissed off because he cannot like succeed at the game. So that's like, I think that's like the whole thing of rage quit. It's just playing, failing, losing your shit while playing, continuing to play it and trying to do it for the next like however long it takes him to record, and then cut it down to 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It
Maybe
can
8 or
take him a
9.
long time to get up to that level of like screaming. Yeah.
Anger. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it can't be a fun emotion. Like, being
No, it's
angry
not.
isn't fun.
No, it's not.
And yeah, just sometimes like I look at like the games he plays. Like there's that one with the girls, and it's like it has like 2D kind of, it's like Minecraft looking.
Oh, I know what you want.
Like when when you look at that, like he has
Yeah.
like at one point there were like 9 puzzles he has to do, and he finished the game. But like, can you imagine like how long that took him? Like how many hours of screaming that was, and then he cut it down to like 4 minutes, and I'm just
He
like,
mentioned once, I think, that he does frequently like try to record the rage quits after everybody's already gone.
yeah, or before everyone comes into work.
Yeah.
That's when he did the one with John. I think it was John,
Oh,
right?
John.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gus was talking about, because Gus is in the video, and Gus was like, yeah, Michael was in there like incredibly early, and because Gus is usually like one of the first people to get there, so it's just like he works so hard. Michael works so
works
hard
really hard.
especially on the rage.
Don't talk to me about
can't.
John Risinger though. Such a pretty asshole.
It's like Rue's subject is Michael, and Wiz's is Ryan, mine is Bernie's, and Michael's
Oh
is
god,
John.
he's so pretty though. Just look at his face.
He really is
His
pretty.
poofy hair. I like his hair.
He's very like
his hair is
he's
very
he's very
styled,
well
right?
dressed.
Yeah.
He's like Jordan in terms of like fashion.
Yeah.
Like when they dress really well.
Oh.
I love how Jordan dresses. Like I wish I,
have a
could dress
soft
that
spot
well.
in my heart for Jordan.
I made a
Yeah.
post about
Yeah.
John basically saying why you're
Yeah.
so pretty, stop doing with that thing with your eyebrows, and he
he
saw
reblogged
that
it.
and reblogged it, and I was like, no, you're not supposed to reblog the thing. We'll see it.
And he did it anyways.
But he did.
Well, of course, like you were calling him pretty and all of the nice stuff. So like, how would he not acknowledge that?
He is a very pretty man.
He's a very attractive young man.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he has a cute puppy.
He does.
Oh, he does.
The redemption dog.
Yes.
I was like, that actually made me really want to watch because I never watched, God, what was it? The Gauntlet before?
The Gauntlet. Yeah.
So I wanted to see it for
So funny.
all of the gift sets that I saw of like, I like that one where Michael gets up and starts shouting at, fuck, who was it? Who does he start
he was
yelling
one of the
at?
guys, and he's like, you know you cheated, you know you did.
Oh yeah, where he's like, shut your fucking mouth or some shit
Yeah.
like that.
That's so good.
I love Bad Boss Bernie and Joel the scumbag. Oh my god. They're so funny.
I love all the intros with Joel going da 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 da.
The whole chemistry, I think the thing is that like Joel has great chemistry with everybody, so like he takes on
Yeah.
different personas, and it's like I like to refer back to that one RT short they did where it was Joel and Matt, and they were like going to the opera with their girlfriends, and so
Oh my God.
they go to get the Diet Cokes, and instead they decide to skip out and start doing all sorts of like adventurous shit. My favorite part was when they zoom in on Joel standing next to his girlfriend while she's talking to like Matt's wife, and then he's got like that face of like, I really don't want to be here, and his hair is everywhere, and he's just like, ugh.
Oh,
Joel is so great.
I also like the sound clip of, we don't have room in our fucking office for a fucking 24-hour fucking fuck!
No, there's also the one where he goes, you're under arrest for the murder of the brother of the United States.
The United States!
Oh my god, that was one of my favorite RT shorts. There's a few that I have their place in my heart, like the which one was it? The Clone Gavin one was a good
yeah.
one.
Yes.
Oh my god. Mine went Switch. When they're all trying to like switch change a light bulb, and it's just a bunch of fast, witty comments back and forth, and I was just like, And then like they turn on the lights and Chris has like his shirt unbuttoned and carries on top of Matt's shoulders, and it's so great. That's probably like the short that I show to everyone. They're like, "What's Rooster Teeth?" And I'm like, "This is what they are."
This is it.
No.
Did you
Here,
guys
this
ever
sums it all
see Nature Show? The thing that they had like 2 or 3 episodes of from like way back when.
No, I don't think so.
No, I never watched it.
I was under the impression when I first got into the fandom that everybody was gonna hate me if I didn't know everything of Rooster Teeth ever did ever. So I started trying to watch.
I wonder why. I wonder why.
I started trying to watch the shorts, RVB, and a bunch of like the other stuff that they had like at the time, and I saw that they had a thing called Nature Show where it was like they had like really badly animated animals all talking to each other, all voiced by like the main guys in like Rooster Teeth, where it was like Bernie, Joel, Gus, and Matt and Jeff, and it was
So
it's
was it like Connectables?
sort of it's like weird like it's 3
It's like
episodes
animated. It's like
yeah.
I've seen like screenshots, but I've never actually watched an episode.
It's like 3 episodes. They're each like 10-ish minutes long, I think, and they're just the weirdest shit I've ever seen. It's a weird humor. It's like towards like the beginning of like Rooster Teeth, and they're like, they never continued it. This was like 2 years ago, I think, that they came out with it. So
yeah, I think my favorite thing for Rooster Teeth though is like, because I don't have the best attention span in the world, so no, honestly, I really don't. So I really like Rage Quits because they're quite short. But I think my favorite is the Rooster Teeth animated adventures. Like I could
love
watch those over and over again. They're so funny.
Did you just say headlight fluid?
yes, yes. All of those, like, it's a huge, like, appreciation of all of their animated adventures, because it's just the work that Jordan puts into them is so awesome.
Yeah. Those actually got me to listen to the podcast. I actually wound up listening.
Yeah, me
listening
too.
to all of the podcasts.
Because I wanted to see where all the stories had come from.
Yeah. The headlighter fluid one is so great.
Yeah.
I remember hearing it in the podcast, and it was like, oh, there it is.
My favorite one is Bernie trying to put drunk Gavin to bed.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Yeah, just like, because he acted like the way that Jordan animated him was just like this really hyperactive but really drunk like 7-year-old just like chasing after Bernie the entire time.
The great thing is that you can absolutely see Gavin being that way.
Yeah.
And you can absolutely see Bernie being like, I am so fucking done with
yeah,
this shit.
because I think, like, Jeff has mentioned, like, Gavin gets a certain way. We've already seen it firsthand in the freaking episode 3 of the Minecraft, how Gavin gets really hyperactive when he's drunk.
The full play episode where he and Michael are both wasted together is one of the funniest full plays I've ever seen, just because Gavin is off the wall the entire time.
Yeah.
Oh my
It's
god.
wonderful. Plugs his headphones into whiskey.
I hear wet.
All I hear is moist.
Oh my god. I when I first saw, what was it, episode 3, where he was like super drunk, I had no idea. I thought that that's just how Gavin was. So then when he was like
Me
kind
too.
of like a little bit different in the other like Let's Plays, I was like, huh. And then they said that he was like actually super drunk, and then I went and I listened to it again, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, you are wasted, huh?
Yeah.
Go figure. Anyway, we should probably start winding down, but before we do, I just want to, just because I hate the Xbox One, I just wanted to say the PS4 is outselling the Xbox One by 1 million consoles at the moment.
Yeah!
Hey! So guys, go buy consoles and shit.
Yeah, go buy PS4.
Scrape up the money.
Yeah.
Man, that sucks.
Yeah.
I can't imagine how like because so you gotta think about this. Like a lot of companies that have got a lot of big name companies that were associated with Microsoft ended their contracts.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like,
oh my god.
Because the Xbox One is an Orwellian nightmare.
Yeah.
Wow, really? Oh,
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, so is there anything anyone else wants to talk about before we finish?
Can I plug in a thing that I am really recently excited about?
Yep.
No.
Okay, so okay. I recently hit 291 followers on my personal blog.
Yay.
Oh, go you.
So, I'm really excited about that because I've never had that many. Oh, sorry, did I say 290?
Yeah.
490.
Yeah,
Sorry,
490.
490.
Whoa!
Okay.
That's a bit more.
Yeah, I hit a lot of followers, and I'm absolutely mind blown by it. I'm like super grateful to everybody that's following me, and like, because I've had my blog around for like almost 4 years now, and it's great, and I love that everybody's just stuck around. And I gained another one like yesterday, so I'm just like, ah. So
I'm gonna be 500. I'm gonna do it.
Oh yeah, do it. I'm still 16 away, I think. I don't know. I'm counting wrong, but
Oh, I got 2 new followers today. That's interesting.
I'm doing a giveaway. So this is for anybody who owns a 3DS or 2DS and owns Pokemon X and Y.
Yes.
I will be I'm transferring all of my Pokemon from Sapphire, Platinum, and Pokemon Black to my Pokemon X. And I'm only keeping a small percentage of them because I don't have room for all of them. So I will be giving away a lot of Pokemon. But understand this, that a lot of them aren't like the super like amazing Pokemon, but I will be leveling them up to level 50 and maybe including a berry and or item with a few of them randomly out there. So
I am okay with that.
So I will also be breeding a couple of Sylveons and Flareons and any of like the Eevee evolutions and throwing them in there. So that'll be included. I'm still organizing it because I've never ever done a giveaway before, but just keep posted on that. My Tumblr will be plugged at the end of this podcast. So yeah, that's the thing that's happening.
Yay! That sounds super
Yay.
cool. I won't be entering because
Yeah.
I don't own anything. Super sad.
Sucks for you. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay, anyone else want to plug anything or talk about anything before we leave it?
I might be doing a thing for RTX because I'm traveling very far. So if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna go all out. So just kind of like maybe like message me or something because I'm kind of doing like I don't want to spoil too much, but a while ago I came up with like a song idea that was like a cover of another song, but I added in a bunch of Rooster Teeth lyrics in it. So and I might do like a really fun music video thing while I'm at the convention. So you might
That'll
be
be really
hearing
cool.
more about that. I'll be posting my URL for my ukulele blog will also be in the link dump along with my personal. So
Oh my god. That's the cutest thing. I love how you have a ukulele blog too.
A ukulele, well, that's super cool.
I do because my
so
personal is
cute.
really annoying. So, but unfortunately,
awesome.
the X-ray and Vav one is on my it's on my personal right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know how you guys would find it. I can reblog it again, but
Yeah, do the thing.
good luck finding it because I have
Put it in the
a
link
hard time
blog.
following. Oh yeah, I
Put
can
it
do
in
that.
the link
Put
dump.
it in the link
Yeah.
down.
Do the thing, guys.
Do it.
Do
Do
it.
the
Be
thing.
part of the music video and have fun at RTX, of course.
Yeah, super cool.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else? Well, I guess we'll say goodbye. All the blogs, etc., will be in the link dump. If you want to shout out your URL. I don't know why I call them URLs, but I do. It's URL. If you want to shout out your URL, you can do so now. You don't need to spell it because it will be in the link dump. So, Ali?
Alright, so as always, guys, you can always find me at Ali Khaleesi. You can find my Twitter and my Rooster Teeth username and my 3DS friend code on my description. And yeah, that's about it. If you guys want to just reach me, you can always message me on there. I have a non-re-enabled, so feel free to have at it.
Hey, I'm glad to hear you got a non-re-enabled. So,
Yeah.
Brigid?
I am Mellifluous Mouth. Fandoms, social justice, all sorts of random personal nonsense. Enjoy. Feel free to follow me.
And Kelly?
Yeah.
I have like 3 things because I have 3 main usernames. I have if you give a girl a pencil, which is my Tumblr. I have ukulele popstar 1019 as my ukulele Tumblr, and then I have Hamiko, which will be spelled because I know none of you know how to spell that because I forget sometimes. So it's Hamiko 1019 on like Twitter, Rooster Teeth, all of that. So drop by and give me a message and recommend a song because no one's recommending me songs, and I've posted that like 5 times, and I need ideas because I'm
Let it
not
go.
too original.
Let
Yeah,
it go.
there actually is an acoustic version of that I figured out. So.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Okay.
Yay!
And as always, I'm Michael. I run Feminist Rooster Teeth, and I hope you would know what that is. But in case you don't, it's feministroosterteeth at tumblr.com. If you want to email us at any point, it's feministroosterteeth@gmail.com. And if you mention anyone else here, I'll tell, so that if you want to heap praise on Ali or Brigid or something, or complain about Rue and Wiz missing the podcast, yeah, I'll refer your email to them.
Oh, well, thanks, Michael.
No problem.
So,
okay, right, well, thanks for listening, guys, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Friends.
And
See ya.
bye, 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 bye.
Until
bye,
we meet
bye.
again.
Tease it. Django. Tease it.